Good evening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the CCNA demo class. I'm Abdul Nazar. Uh, Today, we will learn the basics of networking and do some hands-on practice. Feel free to ask questions. Let's get started. Okay. So I have sent a PDF to you guys. So you can see the agenda. Let me do from this. So first, introductions. And then the topics that we are going to start from here, the topics. So I'm going to briefly introduce the CCNA certifications, the Cisco Certified Network Associate. Actually, the CCNA is an entry-level credential for IT professionals interested in networking. Okay, that is the basic level certification. It covers essential topics like routing, switching, wireless, and security basics. So all these concepts are included in these certifications, right? They're recognized globally as a foundation for network engineering careers. Okay, so let me show you from the Cisco side. Cisco. If you want to go to that particular page, go to Learn, click on Certifications, go to Browse All Certifications. Click on that. And then you can see all the certification which is conducted by Cisco. You can see there's collaboration, cyber ops, data center, design, DevNet, enterprise, security, service provider, and also some additional certifications. All certifications are available under Cisco. Okay. In this tracks, so we are going to go in this track only, the enterprise track. So in enterprise tracks, we have entry-level exam, that is CCST, Cisco Certified Support Technician, networking. And the second one is called, that is the CCNA. That's the one we are going to learn in this class. Okay, so it's going to start tomorrow. Okay, and then professional, the next level exam that is called CCNP. And the next, the highest level certification is called, that is CCI, Cisco Certified Network Associate. If you want to sit for CCNA, you have to pass only one exam that is called 200-301. So, I cannot write. So now you can see this is one exam, right? 200, 301. This is the exam. Now they have released version 1.1, latest version with AI and Terraform and all, right? Some Terraform, uh, some minor changes they have made 200-301, right? That the 1.0. So now they have released 1.2, sorry, 1.1 as well. If you want to pass these exams, yeah, you have to sit for 2 hours exam, and the exam cost you $300. And then now you can see, I will click on that, then you can see it. And see the exams and training. Now you can see the here it is required exam. Only one exam, right? So this is cost, this is duration. Okay. Okay, so now we'll go on to CCNP, then speed up the, the next one, the previous. Now we have to go to CCNP, right? CCNP. If you want to pass CCNP, you have to sit for two exams, correct? You have to pass two exams. One is called NCORE, that is compulsory, right? NCORE, that is compulsory. That I will show you. This is the one. Let me go to exam. This exam, this is core exam, right? This is called NCORE 35401. This is the compulsory core exam. It cost is US $400 and duration is 220 minutes, 2 hours. And also you have to pass one of the concentration exams available here. Almost there are 8 exams available. Out of 8, you have to pass one exam. So altogether, you have to pass 2 exams. One is this, the other one is one of these exams. If you wish, you can go for SD-WAN, yeah, or otherwise you can go for. Normally, we are doing this one. So this is advanced routing and services. Or otherwise, if you wish, you can go for enterprise network designing or automating Cisco enterprise solutions, wireless networks, wireless network design. This is implementation, and also enterprise network assurance and designing and implementing cloud connectivity. These are the exams available under consultation exams. Okay, so you have to pass. If you pass one of these exams, you will be given CCS. CCS. That means Cisco Certified Specialist, right? Specialist, right? You will be given this certificate. Okay. So if you pass either this one or NCORE, right? NCORE or NRC or SD-WAN or any one of the exams. If you pass one of the exams, then you will be given CCS certificate. Apart from this, guys, do you have any questions regarding this? Then I can move on to the contents. Right. No questions, right? Okay, fine. So let me. Sorry. And then importance of networking in IT and industries. Now you can see networking connects devices and systems, enabling communication, data sharing, and internet access. Right, that is the main purpose, right? And it is very important in these fields. The critical for businesses to operate, manage cloud services, and ensure security. Industries like healthcare, finance, and tech heavily rely on robust network infrastructures, right? So then we need this type of certifications. So you may need CCNA or CCNP or some other certifications, right? Uh, Career opportunities with this CCNA, you can see. If you pass this exam, CCNA exam, you can go for network engineer or IT administrator and support technician roles, okay? um, Provides a pathway to advanced certifications like CCNP and CCI. This is the pathway to um, gain CCNP or CCI certifications, right? So this is expert level, this is professional level. Um, by the way, so if you want to sit for CCNA straight away, that also possible. You can go without doing CCNA also. That path also fine, right? So if you do CCNA, then you have to spend $300. And otherwise, if you are not doing CCNA, then you straight away you can go for CCNP, Encore, that is $400, for NRC, that is $300, right? The concentration exam I showed you, that is $300. So if you want to pass CCNP, then you have to spend $700 altogether to achieve CCNP. Correct? You have any questions, guys? In-demand skill set for job opportunities worldwide. Okay, so this certification is recognized or accepted worldwide. Now we'll move on to the basic networking. So first of all, you must know what is networking. So you must get an image regarding this network. Introduce key networking concepts that are foundational for CCN. The topics we have chosen here. What is the network? What is the network? What is networking? What is the use of networks or where we are using, right? So all uh, know about this network, right? A system of interconnected devices that share data and resources, that is called network. So what is the purpose of networking? Sharing data or resources. Okay, that is the purpose of network. So we are going to share resources in between interconnected devices, right? The, the types, we have the network types. Local area network is there, wide area network is there, internet is there, that is the biggest network, right? So these are the types of networking available here. It may be local area network, wide area network. Local area network we are going to establish within the premise, right? The small geographical area, it may be a home or office, right? So in a single building or very close between very close proximities, right? And wide area network covers large areas between cities, between countries. So that is called wide area network, right? Internet, the global WAN connect. Billions of devices are connected, right? The billions of devices are connected. That is the biggest network in the world. Now, we must know before dive into this networking part, we must know what is router, what is switch, what is firewall. Not only these three devices available in the field of networking, but there are lots of devices available. Okay. So here I have taken only three. So that is router, switch, firewall. Okay. Actually, the purpose of using router is to route data between networks, right? We are going to route network data, route data between networks, right? So we are going to make the connection or the communication between different networks, right? Different networks operates at layer 3 of OSI, right? Open System Interconnect, OSI model. At layer 3, it is operating in layer 3. In OSI model, layer 3 is that is network layer, right? You might know. Okay. You might know what is layer 3 is. Layer 3 is the network layer, okay? Network layer. Actually, what's happening here in a router? What is the purpose of using router? Actually, creating, if you are having two networks, we have to connect router to communicate between these two local area network. Let's say this is local area network 1, this is LAN 2. Then if you want to communicate between them, right, then you have to use a router. Or otherwise, if you connect straight away, then it is called local area network. Why we are connecting to switches, right? To switches, but it should be by the side. Otherwise, it is not. Uh, you have to use wide area network only. You have to connect to it. It is needed with routers, right? So routers to communicate between two uh, different networks, right? Different networks. if it is distantly connected, you may use different networks, right? You have to use different networks if you are using routers, right? Then that is the purpose of using router. Router is translating one network into another. It's like translator, right? It's like translator. And the switch, how about the switch? Switch connects devices in a LAN, right? It is operates at layer 2, layer 2. Okay. So you already know what is OSI is, right? Or if you are not knowing about OSI, these are the OSI layers available. There are 7 layers available, right? Layer 1, layer 1, layer 2, uh, let's say, let's say 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers are there. The first layer is called physical layer. Second layer is called data link layer. Third layer is called network layer. The fourth is called transport layer. Fifth is called session layer. Sixth is called presentation layer. Seventh is called application layer. Right? These are the layers available in an OSI model. Okay, so each and every layer's functionalities are different. Okay, so this is connecting with the cable and connectors, right? So it depends on the cable. But if it comes to data link layer, this is called layer 2, right? This is called layer 2. It belongs to, actually we are using in this data link layer for the purpose of communication, the MAC address, this is the MAC address, right? So MAC address, we are using MAC address over here, MAC address. And in network layer, we are using IP address, right? IP address frames. In transport layer, we are using TCP or UDP, right? Transmission control protocol or user datagram protocol, right? And then session layer. These 3 layers are called upper layers, right? Upper layers. So these 3 layers are used by the user, right? User. The next 4 layers are used by network engineers. Network engineers. But actually, what's going on in these layers, So I will I can explain the operations happening in this application to physical layer. Okay, so let me go to the. So there are 7 layers, right? Application, simply writing like this, the presentation and session, transport, network, data link layer, and physical layer. Okay, these are the 7 layers. When you prepare the data, so the data will be prepared here in this application. You will open an application and you will prepare the data. So here the protocol data unit is going to be in the same format like data in these three layers, right? So the application layer is preparing data and then it will convert or it will compress or it will encrypt the data with the help of presentation layer. That's what it is called, presentation layer. The data will be encrypted, encryption, compression, encoding are done in this layer, right? Presentation layer. After preparing the data, so first you are getting the data and you are, if you want to encrypt, you will encrypt. That means you are converting to ciphertext and you are sending. So this is done for the purpose of security, right? So for the purpose of security, you are creating this data and then the data will be transferred to session. So here, before sending the data, you have to establish a session, right? That will be done in the session. layer. So it will manage the session. If it is session is dropped, then it will try to establish the session as well. Okay, guys. Then after done everything here, the data, protocol data is going to be the same format data. And when it reach the transport layer, it will be added with one header, right? So it is called headers, right? This is transport layer header. So it is added with the data. So this is what happening in this transport layer. The header is going to have the details of source port number and the destination port number. Okay, destination port number. Here, after creating this header, it will be sent to the network layer. In network layer, another header will be created that is called network layer header. Okay, network network layer header. Okay, so that is I just writing here H3, this is H4, and this is data. Okay, so when it comes to the data link layer, it will create one more header. It is called H2, that means data link layer header, and also it will create the trailer part. This is called trailer. Okay, trailer. Okay, this is trailer. It's going to have CS frame check sequence. The data will be here, right? And also this is H4, H3, and H2 data will be there. What is H3? H3, the H3 is going to have source IP address and destination IP address details. But here in H2, it is going to have source MAC address and destination MAC address details. Okay, so these are the details it's going to encapsulate. This process is called, entire process is called. And then when it comes to the physical layer, it is going to be zeros and ones, that is bits, right? Those are bits, bits. So this process, entire process is called encapsulation. Each and every header is encapsulated by the other header. Okay, so this is what happening here. When it comes to transport layer, the data, right? Data may come 1 GB or 1000 MB, 1 GB or 500 or 200 MB, something like that, right? So you cannot send all the data at once, right? Because if you come to the Ethernet frame, Ethernet, then it can have 1500 bytes, right? So here, you cannot send more than this. So because of that, here in transport layer, the data will be divided into small chunks, right? Small chunks. So that portion is called segment, correct? I'm writing here. It is called segment, okay? Or it is called datagram. If it is TCP, if it is using TCP, it is called segment. If it is using UDP, it is called datagram. Okay, this is the protocol data unit which is available in this transport layer. When it comes to network layer, then it will be converted to packets, right? This is called packets. Packet is going to have all layer 3 informations, that mean IP addresses, and the H4 information as well as the data. And when it comes to the data link layer, it is be created, it is creating frames. This is called frame, right? This is called frame. That is called frame. So these are protocol data unit in each and every layers here in transport network and data link layer. Okay, so the segmentation is done in transport layer, and then after that the segment is converted to network layer packets, right? It is packet, and in packet only we are, if we want, we can do any fragmentation or something like that, and it will be transferred to the data link layer. Data link layer also, we have two sub layers that is called LLC and MAC. LLC and MAC. LLC, sorry, this is LLC. Logical link control. and media access control. So these are the two. This is they're responsible for error correction and flow control, but the MAC address is dealing with the addressing, right? So these are the this is the what information about OSM model, right? Website. IP address, MAC address, and subnet. So these all the uh, what the keywords you see here subnetting. That is a very big chapter. So we will after starting the class. So we will be discussing each and every part in details. Okay. So the firewall, actually, I didn't talk about firewall. Firewall is to control or monitor or filter the traffic when we send the data. Okay. So, and then IP address, MAC address, subnet. So, logical address for identifying devices on network, unique hardware address of a device, right? And then we'll move to the interacting examples here. This is interacting example. Compare the network to a postal system. So here, when you send a packet, that is data packets, this is something like letter, right? And what is IP? That is destination address. So it's like house addresses, right? Destination address. And what is router? It's like post office. So post office knows where to send the letters, right? In which area and what is the number we have to send. So everything knows in this side. So the router only segregate and send the data, right? So router is responsible for sending data to the particular the relevant networks, something like sending letters to different areas, right, by post office. Forwarding letters to the right destination. And OSI model, I already explained, guys. So already explained about these things. In layer one, the cables and hubs operates, and in layer two, it is switch and router operates at layer three. Why? Because routers and PCs are used with IP addresses. Switches always compare or learning MAC addresses. The switch always learn MAC address. So according to the switch, MAC address only switch works. A website request travel from your device through all layers, reaches the server, and returns the response. Okay, that's how. And finally, familiarize participants with CLI and basic router setup. So how can we, uh, first of all, you must know what is router interfaces, right? So let me go to packet tracer for the time being. Otherwise, we can go for some other applications also there. So you can see this is what DNS3. Okay, so if you want to go to GNS3 interface, you see here, this is already started. Then if I go to the console, you can see here console IOE1. This is that console. You can see this is router's interface, right? So actually router interface is going to be something like this when we start. So that mod is called user mod, right? Which one? Let me go to packet trace, so then I can show you. So because this router is not showing this let me use one. This is in privilege mode, right? This is called privilege. Let me show you the. So I'm taking one router. Okay, go to this. Go to CLI. Okay. No, and can you see this? This is user mode, right? This is called user mode, right? User exec mode. Otherwise, so if you type enable, so certain number of commands we can execute here, right? So if you click a question mark here, then it will list out all the commands here, right? So these are the commands we can use in this user mod. Uh, in that commands, we can use enable to go to the next level. That next level means next mod, right? So if you type en or enable, then you can go to this mod. This is called privileged mod, privileged exec mod. Right? In this, you can see some other commands as well, right, along this. And then after that, we have to go to configuration, the third mod, that is the mod called global configuration mod. So if you type configure terminal, then you can go to that mod. This is the mod. This mod only, you have to assign IP address, you can create VLANs, you can do some other configuration as well. For the time being, let me go to the interface, fast Ethernet 00, and then you can assign IP address if you wish, right? Address, and then 10.0.0.1 and 255, and then 0, and no shut to bring that interface up. Now the interface is up right now, so if you can communicate with the next device through this interface. Okay, guys, this one also the same thing, and if you config T, that means config T means configure terminal, and you can see all these informations over here, right? So if you come access, if you run show run command, then you can see all the configuration available here. We have done short while ago. I did a class for CCNP students. So this is the one we configured. You can see the configurations over here, right? So we did the GRE tunnel here. We did the VPN communication, right? So this is the information available in the RAM, right? So this is called RAM. That is showing from the RAM, right? If you write down, if you save this configuration, it will go to the startup configuration, which is in NVRAM, right? Which is in NVRAM, right? That is NVRAM. NVRAM is permanent uh, memory, right? So, but RAM is temporary memory. That is called volatile memory. This one is called non-volatile memory. Don't have enough time. Only 1 hour we have reserved. We have to manage time. Okay? So this is the way that we have to do the configuration. So if you want to verify, you can give show command and you can verify. If you want to see the interface status, then you can go to this and show IP interface brief. So this is, you can see all the interface status. What is the IP address is assigned, and what is the status, what is the protocol status, right? So these are the interfaces available in this router. Okay. Uh, Explain common protocol and their purpose. So here you can see TCP/IP. Already you know. TCP is transmission control protocol. It will establish the connections, right? It will establish the connection, and then it will do three-way handshake, right? And also, if three-way handshake, a handshake, right? Three-way handshake that is done by TCP, and this is to establish and transfer the data. Okay, so first it has to establish the connections, right? So because of that, the TCP is always called connection oriented or connection oriented protocol. Then what is UDP? What is UDP? That is connection less, right? Connection less protocol. Why it is? Connection oriented means before transferring data, it will establish the connections. First, it has to establish the connection, then only it can transfer the data, right? So it has to do three-way handshake. Three-way handshake means SYN, SYNAC, SYNAC, SYN plus X, and then egg. So this process must be done, right? Egg, this process. Send SYNAC main from here to here, server to client, and then client to server, that is ACK finally. So this is three-way handshake, right? So then if this TCP wants to terminate any connection, then it has to do the four-way handshake, right? Four-way handshakes. So later we will study about these things, right? That is regarding TCP. On UDP, there is no need to establish the connection. It will straight away transfer the data, right? So there is no flow control, there is no error correction. Uh, so if you drop anything in UDP, it will be dropped. You cannot retrieve those data. And DNS is used to resolve domain name into IP address. That's the purpose. What is the purpose of DSCP? It will provide IP address to the clients. Provide IP address to the client. So that is the purpose of using this DHCP. That's a server. Okay, it's a server. Brief intro to routing protocols. Here, what is the purpose of using routing protocols? Once, if you connect the devices, you cannot communicate, right? You cannot communicate, right? It's a PC connected to switch is connected to router is connected to router, and this manner. Okay, so but here, once it is connected, the physical connection is fine, and you have assigned IP address, but even you cannot communicate without routing protocols. This is the protocol um, guiding this router to send the data, send the data to the appropriate networks, right? So actually these routing protocols help to find the shortest path. So it finds the shortest path using link state informations, right? EHRP combines efficiency and simplicity for routing, right? So everything can be done. So if you want to go to this router, there may be several ways, right? You can go somewhere here. There may be routers in between. There are several routers, maybe, right? But out of these three paths, it has to select one best path, right? Best path, another maybe second best route, and if something happened to the best route, and what is going to happen next. So all those things can be discussed in this routing protocol section. So in later we'll discuss about those things. So we'll discuss about load balancing. So there are a lot of things are there to discuss. Okay, guys. Right now, question and answer. So do you have any questions, please? Can ask. And also we will discuss about VLANs, right? VLAN route. And before that, so actually, for the practical session, we are using Packet Tracer or DNS3 here, DNS3. Or I have one more software that is EVNG, EVNG. That also uh, used for these practicals. And also we can use CML, Cisco Modeling Lab. That also will be that also will be used. Guys, you have any questions? If you have any questions, please, you can ask. I always like the session, interactive sessions, right? Should be interactive session. So you also must ask questions if you have any doubt. No doubts, right? Everything is clear. Fine. No doubts? I think almost I have covered everything that I prepared here. So, and also we'll discuss, actually, I forgot to show you the syllabus, right? So, let me go to this side. Cisco, CCNA. Now you can see the syllabus, right? This is the syllabus. It's 1.1 latest syllabus. So you can see network and fundamentals, right? And network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, automation, problem build. You can download it from here, right? I can send you this 3 hours. This is, and you can see the detailed syllabus that has been sent to you to the group. You can download it, you can check it. So all those syllabus will be discussed. You can see this is my class workbook, class book. Sure. This is the one. See, so I will discuss everything. So there are 60, almost 63 chapters. We discuss about AI and everything. AI and machine learning and network operation. Automations will be discussed. And this is 63. Okay. And also, guys, one more thing I have to remind you. So after finishing the class, so I will upload the video to the shared driver. So you can watch the video which is available here, right? So I will create the batch. So you can see you are going to go into this batch. I think it is 16, right? It is 16. So after finishing each and every class, I will upload the video. You can watch it, right? So you can watch it. So it will be shared through Drive. You have any questions? Still no questions? No one is talking, right? Ashain Mohammed, Oshan, Sudesh, Thomas, Health, Mokari, പ്രശ്നം മക്കരത്തേനാണ് ആണ്ട് Medahari Pehadili, Mokari Pehadinetta, you can ask in single, right? Or singling and a pull. Uh, so I can explain it as much as I can. தமிழ் நேம் நீங்க கேட்கலாம் தமிழ்ல இருந்துச்சுன்னா தமிழ்ல கேட்கலாம் நான் விளக்கத்தை அந்த டைம்ல கொடுப்பேன் கிளாஸ் நடக்கும்போது so you can interrupt and you can ask the questions I will explain in your mother tongue. Guys, if you find this is the suitable um, course, right? So you can let me know. Or otherwise, I will send the details, the payment details to the group. Then you can make the payment. Tomorrow we are going to start the class tomorrow at the same time, 9:30 to 10:30. So please, if you wish, you can make the payment and you can send the receipt. And also you have to send your email IDs, right? For the purpose of sharing, right? So I have to share the drive, right? So for that we need a Gmail ID. So don't think too much. So why? Because a lot of people are thinking that how can you give for 5,000 this cost, something like they're asking. So actually, actually I'm giving this offer. So those who are not able to follow this course by paying 30,000 or something like that. So this is an opportunity for those guys to follow this CCNA course, right? So that is the purpose. Okay. So anyway, I will cover all the syllabus, right? I will cover this Cisco blueprint that I sent right now. Okay. So this blueprint will be discussed. Don't worry. So once you finish this course, then you will be able to sit for that CCNA exam. And also you have to do some extra work to get familiarized with the questions and all. You have to buy dumps and you have to prepare, and after that you get for the exam. So you will be able to pass the exam. Sure. Okay, guys. This is the detailed syllabus. So everything mostly, actually everything will be discussed. Have any questions? No questions? The things I discuss here, everything is clear. How about my way of teaching? Is it okay with you guys? Please let me know. Send a comment. You can send feedback. Okay, thank you very much. Good much. So these all are included. Yeah, you can see Ansible, Papachef. Actually, Papachef is not right now. Ansible is there, but they have added. I have to change this. So Terraform, Terraform. You know what is the use of Terraform, right? It will be used uh, but in cloud. Guys, one more thing. Can you guys send me your telephone number here? Can you send via chat? Only four people are there, right? Four. One has gone. Can you send me your telephone numbers? Then I can contact you. Good evening, CHA. So right now you came. So you, I think you missed the session. So I have recording. If you wish, you can. I can share it. CHA. I don't know your name. So it's time to wind up. So you came last. So yes, can you send me your telephone numbers? Can you send to our chat? You just send your telephone numbers, then I can contact you. No idea to send your telephone numbers. Okay, so it's okay. It's up to you guys. Okay, you can, if you wish to follow our CCNA course, you can make the payment tomorrow morning, and you can send the receipt and also your email number, sorry, email ID. Uh, then you will be added to the paid group. So tomorrow, inshallah, we are starting the class at 9:30. Okay, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me at 10:30. I'm going to wind up. Okay, guys, thank you very much for participating. So thank you very much for your patience. So once again, thank you very much. Good night. Have a nice day.